Okay, guys, so what I want to do now, I want to discuss one question from the mock test, okay? And I want to explain its solution once again. So I have a spot price of your stock, which is $30, and the risk-free rate is 10%. Now, we have a continuous compounding, and you have $2 dividend paid annually. Okay? So the timeline is that your contract expires after 3 years, let's say, and then your first year and your second year, you're paying a dividend of $2. Now, what is going to be the fair price of the contract? So I said to you in the class that you're paying $2 here, you're paying $2 here. What you want to do, you want to discount the both dividends to the present value today. So you're doing it with the formula 2 times e to the minus 0.1 times 1 plus 2 times e to the minus 0.1 times 2. Okay, or 2 exponential minus 0.1 times 1 plus 2 exponential minus 0.1 times 2. Okay, so this equals to more or less 3.447. The next step is to take your $30 and subtract the present value of your dividends, which is 3.447. Okay, and now you're going to take this and you're going to multiply by e to the 0.1 times 3, or it's the same as exponential 0.1 times 3. And you're going to get here 35.84. So the fair futures price is 35.84. And what I ask you to do is to justify this price. So let's assume now that the contract is going to be $33. Okay, and the question is, how does the buyer makes money using the no arbitrage argument in this case? Okay, so we said that if this is my timeline, okay, what I'm doing now, and then I'm going to hold my contract until maturity. Okay, so as a buyer, what I'm going to do, I'm going to short the stock. Okay, which means that my balance sheet, if this is a broker, and this is Yaakov, okay, I owe minus the stock to the broker, but once I'm getting the stock from the broker, I can sell it, I can sell the stock, okay, and get the money. So how much I'm going to get? I'm going to get $30. And I'm going to take this $30 and I'm going to put it in a bank. Okay, so that's the usual case without dividends. But because you have dividends, so if you put the money here, you put the $30 in the bank, here and here, after 1 year and after 2 years, you will have to pay the dividend. You will have to pay the $2. Why do you need to pay the $2? Because you short the stock. Okay? So if you long the stock, okay? If you long the stock, you will get the dividend. You will get the $2 from whoever sold you the stock, from the company. If you short the stock, you're obliged to pay the dividend. So out of these $30 that you put in now, it will actually mature, it will actually accumulate the interest. So after 1 year, you will pay the $2, and after 2 years, you will pay another $2. Now, now you have to subtract this money from this $30, and the easiest way to do it is to present value your dividends. In other words, if you put $30 here and then you will pay $2 in the first year and $2 in the second year, is equivalent to putting not $30, but putting $30 minus the present value of the dividends. And let those $30 and this 30 minus present value of the dividends appreciate for 3 years without worrying about these dividends. Because when you're doing this, you are taking those dividends into account. So in this case, you have basically $30 minus the present value of the dividends. What you do here, you basically take care of those future payments here. You could basically do the following. You could take the $30, you could appreciate it by 1 year, and then you subtract the $2. And then you take this money and you appreciate by another 1 year, and once again you subtract the $2. So this is going to be the money that is left after you pay here the $2. Okay? But it's the same as to taking the $30 now and subtract the present value of the dividends. It's the same. There is no difference. It's absolutely equivalent. Okay? It's just easier to think about it. So in this case, you take the $30, you subtract the present value of the dividends, you will get 30 minus 3.447, which is 26 point whatever we said. It's going to be 26.6 or something like that. Okay? And you take this money and you'll just put it into the bank account. So the money will appreciate by 10%, so it will appreciate to around 35.84. Okay, because it will appreciate 10% every 3 years, so the formula is going to be 26.6 or 30 minus 3.447 times e to the 0.1 times 3. This is going to be around 35.84. Okay, so this is going to be the bank, your money, after you took care of the fact that you need to pay another $2 somewhere in the middle. And now, the price of the future is 33. So what you can do, you can take this 35.84, you subtract 33, and this is going to be your profit. And how do you pay the broker? Because you owe him a stock, okay? The seller, so if you're a buyer, and here's a seller, he will give you the stock at maturity. So you're taking your loan for 3 years, and after 3 years, you'll just give the broker, you know, this stock that the seller give you. So this is the broker. Okay? So this is going to be your profit, which is around $2.84. Now, what is interesting here that if I would have a dividend somewhere outside these 3 years, let's say I'm paying another $2 after 3.5 years, I don't care about that. All I care about are the dividends which are inside the maturity of my futures contract. Okay? So I just hope that this makes it a little clearer what are we trying to do here, okay? So hopefully you'll enjoy this video, this recording.